To outwork everyone is your goal. Fantastic. Do you want to succeed, fulfill your goals, and realize your full potential? Excellent. Let me tell you something, though. Most people live below their potential and daydream. They are unable to break free from their cycle. You must attack life rather than merely float through it if you're serious about changing that. Like you, I've been stuck and frustrated. By becoming proficient in 3 basic skills, I was able to change the situation. Additionally, if you read through to the end, I have a bonus tip that might completely transform your life. This is going to be brutally honest, so pay attention. First and foremost, consistency is paramount. The majority of people fail because they stop trying, not because they don't try. They get off to a strong start. Why? Because they are unaware that achieving success necessitates a radical change in one's behavior and way of thinking. Your lack of motivation or laziness isn't the reason you're failing. Because you don't persevere, you're failing. I was the same once. I'd get really motivated and productive for a while, and then I'd just crash. I would feel like I was on top of the world, tidy my desk and get up early. I would then trip. My downfall would begin when a small thing went wrong, like staying up late to play a game. I wondered what the devil had gone wrong, because before I knew it, I was back to my old unproductive self. The fact is that you cannot afford to make even one mistake. Not one. It resembles a small rip in your shirt. The whole thing will eventually collapse if you ignore it. You must identify your routine's weak point and protect it as if it were your life. Second, make use of boredom as fuel. You should not be afraid of boredom. It's a tool. The majority of people play games or browse through their phones when they're bored. The problem is that if you allow yourself to get bored, really sit with it, you'll eventually come to the conclusion that you'd prefer to do something useful than just sit there. I used to use pointless diversions to pass the time during every dull moment. However, after I made myself sit with that uneasy sensation, I found the drive to finish the tasks at hand. I started working on things I had been putting off because I was bored. Boredom can motivate you to be productive rather than lazy if you use it wisely. According to one study, people would rather shock themselves than sit around feeling bored. That is the extent of its power. Therefore, avoid picking up your phone the next time you're bored. Allow it to motivate you to take action. Number 3, hold yourself to higher standards. When your standards are low, it's simple to stay in your current position. You'll get a mediocre life if that's what you're comfortable with. However, you must improve your standards if you wish to outwork everyone. You do everything the same way you do one thing. Everywhere else in your life will suffer if you're only giving one aspect of it your best effort. Give up apologizing. Begin to hold yourself to higher standards. You stop using justifications and begin to hold yourself accountable when you set higher standards. This has nothing to do with materialism. It's about having higher expectations for yourself in all spheres of your life, including your career, relationships, and health. Your goals will grow and improve as your standards rise. And, above all, have faith in the process. You have the ability to set high standards for yourself, persevere through boredom, and be incredibly consistent. All of that effort won't be worthwhile, though, if you don't trust the process. It takes time to surpass everyone else in the workplace. It requires work and time. There will be times when it seems like you're doing the same thing over and over again, and everything feels monotonous. You will encounter obstacles, doubters, and diversions. The most crucial thing, though, is that you must firmly feel that your objective is worthwhile. You won't feel like your efforts are paying off if you don't hold that belief. The individuals you're attempting to outwork, they're not just lounging around. The way they cope with their own challenges is through hard work. Your motivation must be equal to or greater than theirs if you want to outwork them. You must discover your true motivations. What excites you about this situation? Does that motivate you to persevere through difficult times? Let that motivate you once you've figured it out. That's what will get you through the most difficult moments. It won't be simple. You will need to give more than you believe you can, and then some. There will be moments when you want to give up. However, when that occurs, keep in mind that consistency is essential. You're progressing when the work becomes monotonous. People don't want to do what you're doing. You're improving while they become distracted or give up. You distinguish yourself by holding yourself to higher standards. By state, to make ends meet, most people only do the bare minimum. But you're not like that. You have a higher goal in mind, and you have to put in more work, concentration, and discipline to get there. Above all, though, you must be patient. That's why it's so crucial to trust the process. It's acceptable if you don't see results right away, even though it seems slow at first. Every little bit of effort adds up. Have faith that you are getting closer to your objective with every step you take. It's time to start acting and stop merely dreaming. Don't wait for the ideal time or for everything to go according to plan. Get started right away, despite the mess, because once you do, prepare yourself for an unforgettable journey. You will go farther on this journey than you could have ever dreamed. There will be many surprises and difficulties, but the outcome will be worthwhile if you persevere. Prepare yourself then. Even though the journey ahead may be difficult, you will emerge from it stronger and closer to your objectives. You will go farther than you ever imagined with perseverance, self-belief, and hard work. Continue to push, remain concentrated, and have faith in the process, because nothing can stop you once you do.